Welcome to the Pre-Patch Podcast. Here's the patch notes.
We're gonna go back to the main screen because I can't show you the website because I don't know what might be on this website if I were to pull this website up, depending. But there's this site. Let's start here, right? Twitch has been on a roller coaster of a um existence when it comes down to saucy content, right? Whether it is Amaranth, whether it is Indie Fox, whether it is creators getting banned for being drunk or what all of the in-betweens, basically anything that you could think of to banning slots and I said slots. I want to make sure that is
I
known.
was about to say,
I said
make sure you
I
emphasize the
said
oh.
slots and casino gambling on their site. That spurred the existence of a platform
Spurred.
called Kick. Before we describe, let's just all go around the room. What do you guys think of Kick?
I think of the instant messenger that was used by predators primarily.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not too far off.
Yeah, I was
Not too far off.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate actually. Like
So
what do I think about it? Like what do I think about the actual like website or what?
yeah. What are your thoughts on the website? What do you think about
I mean,
kick.com?
I think it's funny as hell, man. Like legitimately the day that Scruffy posted it in the chat,
yeah,
I
yeah.
clicked on it and legitimately the first thing that popped up was porn.
Yep.
The second thing that popped up was some chick twerking. And the third thing that popped
Well,
up was some
that's-
dude
that's like
watching a
Twitch.
chick twerking while watching porn as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
So, you know, it's wild. It's wild times over on Kick.
It's like Circle Jerk the website.
yeah, it's real weird, man. Like, well, so first off,
Think of like a mixer, but like dirty. Dirty mixer.
I don't see Mixer when I think of another site on the internet that's far from Mixer. So the thing, if you're not familiar with what Kick is a alternate streaming platform that was started because people were like I said, the gambling and the slots and all that kind of stuff on Twitch was banned. So Stake, which is the site that everybody goes to do gambling and things like that, which is based in another country. Understand that it is outside U.S. jurisdiction when it comes to these things. Basically said, "Fuck it, we'll create something," and they went with Trainwrecks, who was a predominant streamer on Twitch, and made Kick. And then what they've done, because I mean, look, we've seen platforms like this come up and go up and down, right? Like all over the place. Like I think, there's sites that you can go and stream. It's nude video gaming. Like that's the whole platform is nude video gaming. Like you can go to like Chatterbait. There are these sites that you can go to that are obviously out there. But
By the way, we don't condone any of our underage viewership going to these sites. Please do not do that. And if you do, that's on you. Not on
Yeah.
us.
Correct.
But anyway, so they decided to make Kick and bring over these like streamers. So they brought Trainwrecks, obviously. Trainwrecks then brought over all of the like slots and gambling streamers. So it instantly had numbers that like no other platform really had. I mean, I would even challenge like it's got more numbers. It's probably the biggest competitor right now to Twitch when you're talking sheer volume of viewers.
Better than Rumble.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I think one of the guys had like 63,000 people watching him the other day.
well, like
Yeah.
Aiden alone brings
yeah,
over like
I think that was-
72K. Like,
Yeah, I think that was the one. Was Aiden when I checked it the other day had like 63.5K watching him. I was like, Jesus Christ.
He's one of the big ones that was brought over by Train.
right. Well, it's all of the W community.
The W,
Like,
yeah, W
and
streamers.
if you're unfamiliar with the W community, what that is, it's I mean, the only way I know how to explain it is in our time, like when we were, our generation,
Back in our day.
it was the fuck boys. Like that's what they were called. Like that. I mean, the name's not exactly, a nice name, but that's what it was. Everybody knew him. Like they were just the people that would get on, do prank calls, annoy the shit out of people, be absolutely obnoxious, be like over the top. The Chads, that's the behavior that this kind of was. And that's the W community. Like you have like Kai Cent, you've got Aiden Ross, XQC fits into that. It was like the Athenes, the Ice Poseidons. That's who this generation, that's what the W considered W creators are. So they're going over here because there's no TOS. Well, okay, there is a TOS, but it is very, very light. In fact, getting sexual favors done on you on stream only gets you a 1-day ban. That's
I didn't even think it was a full 1-day ban. I think it was like less than like 18 hours, man.
Oh,
no,
no.
it was less than 1 day. I thought Bill was gonna go ahead and go ahead and
God
be like,
damn it,
oh, well,
Bill.
you know what, Bill? I'm setting up my profile right now. Let's go stream on Kick.
He's gone.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's
I mean, the reason that I brought up Mixer earlier is because I feel like that's kind of what we're seeing right now in terms of the flood of like these streamers going over. They're not necessarily being bought out by the website, or they might be. We don't actually know.
they're
At least
100% being
Trainwrecks-
paid.
At least Trainwrecks was. I'm assuming Aiden probably
Oh
was.
no,
as well.
absolutely. They're very open. Like they are very
has he been-
very open about this.
I didn't hear Aiden actually be open about this. I heard that he was like all for the no TOS and this nomad land of a streaming site and everything. So I don't know, but I'm sure he is, and as well as many others. So that's what I'm saying is like I feel like we're seeing another like a Mixer 2.0, except this time around, it's just a free for all of a website. I mean, you have like you're just
It's like Justin TV back when it first came out.
Yeah, that's what I was saying last night. It reminds me heavily of Justin TV when like it very first released.
Yeah, so I'm sure we'll see this big flood, like we are of these streamers going over there. But
It depends on what kind of revenue they have. If they find a way to generate revenue through the site that doesn't involve advertisers,
Yeah,
they could
'cause
just
there's
hit
no
they could just hit
chance.
the fuck it button and keep things the Wild West like they are. It's only if they rely on that kind of stuff that it's gonna become an issue.
We have
Supposedly the
Well-
split is like 90 to 10 or something.
Well,
Crazy
they don't have to. Like, here's the thing.
don't-
It's backed by Stake. Stake doesn't give a fuck
Yeah.
about advertisements.
Yeah.
They could care. They're not making money there. They're making money off of gambling. And realistically, the only place that I see where any kind of legal issue will happen is the U.S. government's not going to go after Stake. They're going to go after the content creators. Like they're
That was what I was about to bring. Is
Yeah.
like the fact that you're streaming like porn to underage viewers. That's you're gonna get hit by U.S. government and multiple other nations' governments for pedophilia.
And the biggest thing there though is where it becomes muddy and murky is that they can shelter themselves under the same laws that the sites that we mentioned before fall under, because there's nothing that stops an underage kid from going to that. Where they'll get in trouble is they will go in and if they start to advertise the platform to kids, like if it's advertised as this is a gaming live streaming service, so you as a kid, like, you know what I mean, like you're attracting kids. That's where, because those sites that we talked about before, you have to go search them out. They are not like plastered on the back of a Wheaties box, you know what I mean? Like so again, where you have people like and Logan Paul and all of them are not on the site, but like when you have people like Logan Paul, like KSI, who KSI was on Kai Cent's channel, like that is a brand. KSI's face is associated with Prime, which is a brand that is positioned toward kids, right? And now that's where they could step in and take legal action if they wanted to.
Fair enough.
So-
Yeah, makes sense.
I don't know. It's a crazy. Look, if you're gonna go check it out, and the only positive that I will say about this whole entire platform, is that the discoverability, and because of the fact that Stake gives two shits about like the money portion of it, and like you're gonna get your 90% cut. You only have to have, like, I think to get full sub partner, the check button, you only need 75 followers. That's it. Like you don't, that's all you have to have. But the discoverability is not like I was looking at like Call of Duty and the two platforms are like Sons of the Forest. There's like 3,000. Let me I can't check it here, but there's like I think there's like 3 to 6,000 people viewers watching Sons of the Forest on Kick, and obviously that's dwarfed on Twitch. But for someone that's starting out over there, like I don't know, there is discoverability options. But what I will tell you is
there an
that
algorithm or anything, or is it still
ah,
Kingmaker?
fuck no, it's just whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Mm.
just whatever.
Just
the thing,
categories.
yeah, just categories. I mean, it looks a lot like Twitch. Like if you change the coloring from green to blue or to purple, it would be fucking Twitch. Like the way that it looks and set up, but it's still now. No, there's no algorithm. There's nothing there. And I'll tell you, like, unless you're willing to go and push the edge, right? To like, if you're gonna, I don't know, you
If you
got to
go
push the.
If you go kick, you got to go full kick.
You got to go full kick there,
Okay,
like
wow.
to get seen, because
Let's
no
go
one's.
over Kick and let's just all become the most family-friendly streamers because
Bro.
we'll
that-
be the outliers.
I
Let's-
low key thought about making an OnlyFans and just having like puppy petting videos on it or
Let's-
something.
Let's go to
Exactly.
Kick. Let's go to Kick and become fishing streamers.
There
Oh,
we
yeah, there it is. The other nutty thing about this though is that it's not just the people that are streaming like on that platform, but it's also the viewers are absolute degenerates. Like the people that
course.
are there are
I mean,
I-
you're pulling directly
When-
from Twitch, and you're going to a site that literally is, like Bill said, the Wild West. It's going to be tenfold compared
oh,
to
it's-
Again, when you literally load onto their site and the first thing you see is some chick shaking her ass, like 100%. It's
There's
going to
no
attract a certain
chance.
subsection of people.
There's no TOS for streamers. That means there's no TOS for viewers as well for chat.
No, I mean, I'm not kidding you. When yesterday so I was gonna say his name on stream. I'm not gonna do that, but the creator that was banned for receiving sexual favors on stream 2 days ago, Enigma had been like, "Did you hear about this?" I was like, "No," and so I sat there and watched this dude stream, right, to be
You
like,
are
what? No, I
For
legit, I was like,
science.
look, I want to, I just
Research.
I'm sitting there watching this and I'm not kidding you. The level of like degeneracy that this thing went into was like, oh my God. Like it became like, I saw a vagina. I saw like full blown
my
breasts. Like it was, I'm just like,
Are you okay, Sin?
no, I'm not. I
You
need to
need
go
to
talk.
talk
I need to.
about
I
it,
need to
yeah.
go to church
Yeah.
after watching
Yeah.
this dude stream. It was great, and it's just like, and again, the thing in there is like you're watching chat, and it's just chat feeding into this behavior, and that behavior just feeding. It's like somebody gave 4chan a fucking live streaming service. It's crazy.
Exactly what it is.
It's nuts. So, Asmon Gold had a really hot take about it. He looks at it as like a. I guess this will be the last question I ask for this around Kick, because I guess now we just need to do Twitch, YouTube, and Kick drama. But do you think this platform can succeed?
Nah.
I honestly have no idea. With,
I-
like, the rules and everything, I have no
it'll-
idea.
I think it'll succeed for that certain like subsect of people that we were just talking about, like the W streamers and shit, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't personally, and maybe it will, but I don't personally see this as like competition for Twitch. and
I
YouTube.
was about to
don't.
say it could very well succeed on its own, but I don't see it
Yeah.
as a YouTube Twitch
Yeah.
competitor. I see it as a niche, weird subsect. Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, I just can't see the longevity of it for like people who are wanting actual like content because like
If anything, it'll die down to like Rumble level stats.
yeah, I can
I
agree
mean,
with all that.
It'll stay. I think it'll stay around because of the gambling aspect. Like Stake would just be
Oh,
able to like
100%.
because that's how many people they
Well,
get
it'll
from.
it'll stay around not for just the gambling subsect, but again the lack of TOS. And then granted, they might put in a TOS at some point in the near future and pull a what Justin TV did in the early days, where they were like, this is way too wild. We got to pull this back a little bit, boys. Like we can't have you guys throwing swastikas in chat. Like I'm just that kind of shit. But
You want me to tell you how many swastikas I saw yesterday?
I wouldn't doubt that
It's-
you probably lost count.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe this is a platform that is used to clean up the other platform. Like maybe it's like, hey, all of you people that like want to do this on Twitch, just go over here. And I'm actually
I mean,
interested
that's
to be
kind
like,
of what we've been asking for, is it not? Like we've always been saying, like we need to get either the the titty streamers off of Twitch, or just give them
no,
their own
I have
category.
I
And this
just
is
to
essentially that.
just as emphasize and reiterate, we did not ask for swastikas in chat. We were
No,
we were
no.
talking about the titty streamers.
yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. I'm interested too because this is gonna be one of those things where like all of those creators. Well, I know like Indie Fox, who's permanently banned over on Twitch, is gonna go to Kick, right? She's
That's
already
not surprising.
kind of said that. But it is. I'm gonna be very interested to be like these creators that are skirting the line on Twitch. If either Twitch is going to okay this, or they're going to come back to say, "Hey, we're going to allow for a Twitch after dark kind of site," or
My
I don't
question
think
here-
Twitch is looking to be a competitor to this. I genuinely
Yeah,
don't.
They
I
don't see it
I
as
don't
a
think this
threat.
is even on Twitch's radar, honestly.
you keep taking you keep taking those people like Aiden and all that kind of stuff. Go ahead, watch. I guarantee you, somebody somewhere at Twitch higher up is going, "What the fuck is happening?" Like the more that these like Kai Cent, he just hit 200,000 subs. Is the first African American creator to ever do that. On Twitch, right? You take that money, that's a lot of money in Twitch's pocket. You take that away, move it over to Kick, somebody's gonna be paying attention. Whether they do anything about it or not, I don't know, but it's somebody's paying attention somewhere. It's definitely on Twitch's radar, for sure.
Is
So,
Twitch even still paying contracts to doing been doing this?
it waxes and wanes. Like, so we'll see it
Yeah.
again here probably in the
Yeah, I'm
next, I
wondering
would
if
say
we'll
like
see
3 or
it
4
again.
months. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, absolutely. YouTube will
I
pick up as YouTube starts to pick up more, because
That-
there are more coming to YouTube. Like that
Yeah.
those contracts are being done right now.
Yeah, that would be the only like thing I could see them doing to rebuttal Kick, but I don't know.
If you enjoyed this episode of the Patch Notes, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and maybe also check us out now every Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on YouTube. You can also find our podcast at anchor.fm/prepatch podcast, or any place that podcasts are hosted. Thank you for joining the Prepatch Podcast. Much love.